All right, you guys, I'm actually back at the Paulton Rive. You guys just seen that video. I interviewed my guy, Trey, and I'm back here today with my man, Eugene.
What's up, guys?
In the building. He actually, so he lives here too, and both these guys are part of the community. But the cool thing is about Eugene, he has a 2-bedroom spot here. So you guys will get to see his place and just get to learn a little bit about him and why he's in Thailand. And I'm saying, just give us the game, the rundown. All right, Eugene, introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, so I'm Eugene. Moved here about 4 months ago, so I've been in Thailand for 4 months. I quit my job earlier this year and decided to take a bet, and now here I am today. So,
and before Thailand, like whereabouts were you?
So I'm actually a DoD contractor. Well, not anymore, but yeah, I lived and worked in Iraq, Kuwait, Jordan, and then spent the last 3 years in Qatar, and then decided to hang it all up and then come out here.
Awesome, awesome. So the cool thing is, guys, you get to learn about Eugene. He's also into investing. So we're going to talk investing at the end of this video. I'm going to interview him, ask him some questions. He's going to give you guys some games so you guys can, you know what I'm saying, make some passive income. Maybe you can make your way out here to Thailand. But the cool thing is, so in Trey's video, I got here kind of late, so it got dark. So today, we're going to actually be going back over some of the spots at this building where it was dark, and you guys can get a different perspective of what it looks like in daytime. So that'll be cool. All right, so we're going to head to the clubhouse.
Yeah, they got all the parking right here. I'm sure you guys already saw that yesterday, but there's actually 3 projects here. There's this one, the Paulton Rive. There's this building that's part of this project, and then there's the Paulton Aqua that's over that way. And the Paulton Aqua, like, we have access to the Paulton Aqua. All we have to do is just go and swap cards out.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, so we can go use that building if we wanted to, but I mean, we have everything here. We got the 7-Eleven right here, which always comes in clutch, especially those late night munchies.
For sure.
And they got dry cleaning right here, which is always nice. You know, you really don't have to do anything. It's all done for you. And this clubhouse, it has the game rooms. So there's virtual golf, there's pool tables, there's like a little like race car simulation, and they got a pool upstairs, and they got a study room, like you can go in there and you can get away from everything. It's really nice.
So I gotta ask, what do you what amenities do you use the most here, or do you use any of them, or not really?
No, I use the pools.
The pools.
I use the pools at 7-Eleven, obviously. I do come to the clubhouse every now and again just to get, you know, play some pool with the girl.
Yeah. All right, you guys, so we're back in the clubhouse, but yeah, when I recorded the last video, it was getting dark, so we're gonna go back up here again, give you guys a different perspective of some daytime views.
Yeah, I wish the sun was out a little more, because, man, the sunset does get really, really nice on this side of the building. It's even nicer at the top, like way at the top.
So what made you choose to move to, like, what is this? It's pronounced Nonthaburi, right?
Yeah.
Nonthaburi. Versus like living along the Sukhumvit line or something like that.
Yeah, so I wanted something outside of Bangkok, but more so, I really wanted like a 2-bedroom, because I wanted an office space. So finding a 2-bedroom in Bangkok is like hard and expensive, and I had a budget.
Right.
So when I show you guys my apartment, it's $750 for 60 square meters. Super affordable, super cheap. And if I want to go to Bangkok, it's just a quick ride. Well, relatively a quick ride.
Right, I guess depending on what time you leave.
Yeah.
Because of traffic. Like, yes, I got stuck in traffic for like an hour.
Yeah. So this is the pool. This is the area.
Nice. So it seems like, even though this is a huge project, it doesn't seem like the amenities don't seem crowded here. Like,
no. They're like, even after work, the pools remain almost like empty.
Wow.
And like, I don't know, the most people I'll see here is probably like 1 or 2 stragglers throughout the day.
Yeah.
But it's not like 10 or 15 people here.
Yeah.
And then the same thing there's another pool on level 9, and then another pool on the 56th floor.
Yeah.
And the pools are pretty much empty throughout the whole day.
Jeez. The first thing I thought to myself yesterday when I did the tour was like, this project, if it was like in the heat of Bangkok, would cost significantly more than where it is right now. Like, I was like, finding a place like this in Bangkok would cost you'd probably be paying at least 35,000 baht per month.
Yeah.
Even for just like a 1-bedroom. So this is cool. But you guys, so yesterday when we were up here, this is the 9th floor, that's when it got dark. So you guys couldn't really see, so we get to see it again in the daytime.
Yeah, and then outside in the front, this is the park area. So like, you know, you can do a couple laps around here in the morning, get your walk in. You got the river right there, which is really nice.
So like, what's your like Thailand routine? Like, what do you do out here? What's your day-to-day look like?
So I'm in this funny transition phase right now. So like yourself, you know, Entrepreneurship is kind of what I'm focused on. So I'm trying to keep a regimented schedule. So I'm waking up at 5. I was going to sleep at like 2 and 3 in the morning and waking up at like 1 and 2 in the afternoon. So now I'm trying to like get more regimented so I can stay a little more structured.
Yeah.
So I'm waking up at like 5 in the morning consistently, and then spending the first couple hours like taking care of emails, going through business stuff, checking news, doing a YouTube video if I can.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the day is pretty much, it's mine. Like the rest of the day is for me. So that's pretty much the day to day.
All right, y'all, now we're back to the same area last night. You guys, I said it got really dark, so we couldn't really see much, so here's a daytime perspective. So you come out here much?
Actually, yeah. This is pretty much where I'm starting my days most of the time. Like I'll come out here, get a good couple of like laps in before I actually go to hit the gym. And like, yeah, it's super peaceful out here because you'll get a lot of people, like a lot of foot traffic here in the morning.
Yeah.
There's people doing their laps, and it's super chill. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, especially, I wish the sun was, or it wasn't such a cloudy day, because out here is really beautiful and it's really peaceful. You can picnic here. You can kind of grab a drink, grab a coffee, and just hang out here. Like it's really nice.
So I gotta ask, what was the motivation behind you quitting your job, you know, leaving your career, and moving to Thailand? Why Thailand? Why quit your job?
So I've been coming to Thailand since like 2019. And I mean, of course, you know, met a lady, and now I'm married. So that was pretty much one of the determining factors, but also because Thailand is so cost effective. And if I'm going to be working on like a business and things like that, like I have enough cash to last me for runway,
right,
while I build this business up, right? While I build the venture out. So I have enough cash to last me a good amount of time, on top of like investments and things like that. But also, I mean, look, like you couldn't get a condo like this anywhere in America for this price and it be this cheap. Like if I was living in America, I'd burn through all my cash like probably within 6 months.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have the night market over here, or the food market, and I mean your food budget is probably like $10 a day.
Yeah.
And you can eat really good, you know, so you're not starving out here. You're not living off like beans and rice every day. Like you can actually have a full meal.
Yeah, guys,
so
look around you.
It's awesome.
So you obviously live in other parts of the world. Like, how would you compare? Like, you have perspective from America, Qatar, Afghanistan. Like, what do you think? So how does Thailand compare to those other places?
So that's a good question, because like the Middle East, it's different. It's very different. Like Qatar is like a smaller Dubai, is what I say.
Okay.
Qatar is a much smaller Dubai. Jordan was like really nice. It's very calm. The people are very nice. You know, food was a little more expensive out there. Alcohol was definitely a lot more expensive out there. Kuwait, I'll never go back to that country if I can help it. I just did not like the country. I did not like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Obviously, Iraq was a war zone, so I wasn't really living out out in town and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Thailand just, I don't know, man. It's a low cost of living. Everybody's friendly. You can leave your backpack on a chair in a Starbucks, walk away, you know, for 20 minutes. Nobody's gonna touch it. Like thieving is like not a thing here, like culture wise. Everything is easily accessible. You know, you have, if you're in the city, you have the BTS. You have, you know, like an Amazon clone out here that delivers almost everything. You have food delivery. Everything's super cheap. I mean, this is pretty much a modern world, you know, or a modern country. I don't know why people think it's like, you know, they're living
I
in
think
the
it's just
Stone
limited
Age.
perspective. You know, people just they've never been here, so they don't understand it till they get here. But everything he's saying right now, a second, like a couple of days ago, I ordered an iron off a Grab, and then got to my house in like 20 minutes. Like I was like, I need an iron. Boom, went online, and got it so quickly. It's like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
can't be the convenience here, man. Like,
Yeah, it's just so convenient. And I mean, like you really can get everything. There's not anything that is in America that they don't sell out here, or some variant. Like I think the only thing I miss the most is probably like deodorant.
Deodorant?
Like I think that's my thing. Like I just miss like American Old Spice deodorant.
But you know what though? I use Old Spice, and you can find it on Lazada.
Oh,
I literally ordered some off Lazada.
yeah.
A little bit pricey, but you can still find it. Yeah, I got some. Because I was like, I don't really like the deodorant they have here. So
Yeah.
I got some Old Spice. I was like, one day I just woke up. I was like, wait a minute, Lazada might have it, and they did.
Yeah, Lazada has really everything too. Like it's pretty much an Amazon out here.
I'm gonna see if I might have to order my future wife off of Lazada. No, I was playing. But speaking of wives and marriage, like so you have a lady out here. How did you meet her?
Yeah, so we met a couple years ago. It was at a house party. Another friend invited me to this house party, so I was like, okay, I'll go. And then it's funny, like there she was, right? Like that's how the story starts. So there she was, and you know, I'm pretty well. I've had a few drinks already. I don't want to embarrass myself. So she was wearing some ripped jeans, and you know, my opening line to her was, "Hey, you got some holes in your jeans." And she looked at me like I was the stupidest person in the world.
Really?
And you know, she tells me later on, like she didn't even know what I said. So, so you know, that's how basically how we started. And then we just like exchanged numbers. We talked. You know, I don't know. It just kind of took off from there. We just always talked. And I was coming to and from Kuwait and Jordan and Qatar. So like I'd always want to come to Thailand. So always came, stopped, saw her, and we just kept getting closer and closer. And then, last year in 2023 in May, that's when I popped the question, and here we are.
Did she understand you then?
Oh yeah.
You might find your wife out there. She might be at a house party. 2, learn some Thai.
Yeah, learn some Thai.
That's funny though. So how is communication nowadays? You guys communicate pretty well though?
Yeah. No, her English is like really, really good.
Okay.
She picked it up really well, and if there were things she didn't understand, I mean, she would tell me. So there'd be words I didn't even understand, right? And I'd have to like use Google. But yeah, her English is like really, really good.
So you were just a little bit drunk and probably wasn't.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm just talking to talk.
So in your head, you said you have hole in your jeans, and what it really came out was.
Yeah, she just looked at me like I was like an idiot. Like what is this guy? This clown.
Back inside with the AC guys.
Yeah, but funny enough, she's the one who asked me out.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was the one who asked me to dinner. So
Gotta love Thailand.
Yeah, she like. And she loves all the food that I love.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, it's pretty easy, right? Like,
yeah. Do you guys cook much, or mainly it's just like eat out?
No. She loves cooking.
Awesome.
And that's been one of the biggest benefits, I guess, to having a Thai wife, because I love spicy food. I love Thai food.
I ask everybody what's their favorite Thai food. So what's yours?
I would say. I really started liking boat noodles.
Boat noodles,
like
okay.
Boat noodles. Like, I don't know why, but I really started liking boat noodles a lot. I obviously had to cut back because I was getting kind of chunky, but...
you and me both. I gained so much weight since summertime. I'm just now getting control.
But she be cooking some dishes that I'm like, holy hell. There's like this pork dish she makes. It's like spicy, it's sweet, it's freaking delicious. But yeah, this is the park on the 9th floor.
Perfect. All right, guys, here's daytime. Literally last night, it was so dark, we couldn't see anything. I'm like, here's the park, guys. We're like, it's just black. Come out here and swing with your girlfriend, your wife sometimes? You guys just swing, hold hands?
Sounds romantic, but no.
Watch the sunset. I'm like, the kids are like, will they get off?
Yeah. Who the hell's that guy doing? What's that Thai guy doing over there? By the way, guys, I'm not Thai, just in case you guys are wondering, all right? Because I get that a lot too, either I'm
they
Filipino
definitely thought you were earlier.
Or Thai. Yeah, so this is like a little kids park, so you'll see the kids out here, especially after school.
Yeah.
And you'll see the kids out here, you see them with the parents. And yeah, I mean, it's like a nice little park, just for the kids to get out of the apartment. They can come here and just kind of run around until they get tired.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, I thought that was cool. When I was viewing the amenities, I was like, okay, they really considered like everything. Like they took the children in mind. They gave you got the views up top. I mean, it's crazy here. It's like my mind was blown.
Yeah, and they have another pool on this side, and that pool is really nice too. So we'll go check that out real fast. It's like all the pools here are like infinity pools. It's kind of wild.
It's just like every day. Like one of my favorite things to do is obviously is touring condos, but like my mind is always blown by just the mere value you get here.
Oh yeah.
At the price point, it's just like I'm just like always asking myself like, how is this possible? Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Can live like a freaking king for
cheap dollars, for like really cheap dollars. You don't need a lot to live out here. So yeah, this is the other pool, and I mean, like this is probably the most people that you'll see here. Is like 4 or 5 people. So
you got the perspective of the pool. This actually worked out very well. People can see it at night, and so you can see it daytime now. This is nice though.
Oh, and this place is beautiful at night too. Like all the pool areas are super nice. You got the nice lighting and everything.
No, I love this because like you guys are like you're not too far from like Bangkok. So it's like you're not far from the city.
Yeah.
You're able to out here get a very nice place, save money, and have ultimate convenience at your hands. Like I was so impressed by like you, like having this right right here, guys. This is that night market we went and viewed. Ton of stalls. After the interview yesterday, I went and ate there. Had some grapao and some spicy chicken salad. I might go again today. But
that's actually my other favorite food is what was it, pak kaprao or whatever? Kaprao?
Oh man, I eat that like almost every day.
Yeah.
Fried egg on the side.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I tell them to spice it up. So we could take this elevator and go to the very top floor.
I challenged Trey yesterday to boxing. I mean, like I'm gonna challenge you as well. Like.
Nah, man, I don't want to get beat up. Let me take some Muay Thai classes, and we'll talk again in like 6 months. 6 months. Yeah, we'll get it going. Yeah, you like this view is so good.
Sheesh. You guys, this is the daytime. Sunset is in a little bit, but like you guys can see, like it's obviously it's light out here. Like this looks amazing. Yeah. I mean, look at the perspective, guys. You guys can see so far out.
And another infinity pool.
How much time do you spend up here?
Actually, this is the pool I come to the most, especially around like evening time. Like I'll be just right here, just enjoying myself, freaking doing laps, chilling right by the ledge. You got these little beds here. Actually, the first time I came here, I was so jet lagged, I fell asleep in this thing. Like, yeah, I just fell asleep, and I like, girl had to wake me up and like, come on, we gotta go home. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Yeah, the only problem with this place, and it's not really a big problem, is that you can't smoke up here.
Okay.
Which is a huge like letdown because I smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to smoke a cigar up here, but they don't really let you. You can't even smoke cigarettes or a vape up here. Like they'll tell you to take it elsewhere.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's a huge bummer. I mean the only look at this.
Yeah, this is like
it's nice, but when you actually try to sit down and conversate, you're like
you're like a mile away.
Yeah. But you get a nice view of like Bangkok over there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, it's a bit spread out when you actually sit down. I was like, this table's in the middle, but like, you gotta be a freaking giant to reach it.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice thought, not quite.
Yeah, they didn't plan that out too well.
Not the best engineering.
Yeah, I used to go to this gym a lot, and it is a well-packed gym. Like they do have a lot of like machines and things like that, but I wanted a lot more. And there's a gym 20 minutes away from here. So that gym is across the bridge, and I'll just walk there. But this really, like, this is enough for people to get started.
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah,
I was like, this is like, honestly, this is one of the biggest condo gyms I've seen. Because usually, they're small, but this one's like, this is pretty spacious.
Yeah, this one has
to have all this included
a
blows
ton
my
of
mind.
machines. Yeah, and that was a big deal when I quit, and I was having the wifey look around. I told her I wanted like a big gym. So yeah, this is the gym.
Nice. Show you guys again. Nice. All right, guys, we're back up at the lounge now. Do they allow y'all to like drink up here or anything, or no?
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna bring a drink, I mean, put in like a.
You got to sneak it a little bit.
Yeah. Don't be up here with like a whole bottle.
Turn this place to a club. Own personal lounge.
Yeah, this is where you can get the Instagram views,
Get some nice flicks.
Yep, do a couple flexes here.
All right, guys, so just some daytime perspective of the Aqua right across from us. Now for the room, he's in the Christmas spirit too.
Yep. Come on in. This is the casa.
I think this is the first time I've actually showed a 2-bedroom apartment on the channel.
I think so too. I don't remember you
so
ever showing
this is cool, guys. So you guys get to see. Tell us what's going on. Like, give us.
Yeah. So this is the situation, guys. Pretty decent sized fridge, right? Not that little itty bitty thing. Because when we're looking for places, I wanted to make sure we got a decent fridge. And another big thing was like, I don't like the 2 stove burners that a lot of these places have. So, you know, when we're looking for places, like look for a full kitchen type of deal. So this is what we got. You know, this is the washer only, so you can dry downstairs. You can do like air drying right outside. Obviously the sink, and then this is a 4-burner stove, and then you got the microwave right below.
Nice. I'm liking this place. Good cabinet space. What's in the fridge? What you got in here? Bucket of KFC.
You caught me, man. I was on a good diet too, but you know, you caught me. Couple beers. Zoom in. Take my shame. Yeah, actually, this is to do Thai barbecue.
Oh yeah, Mooper Thai.
Yeah, so bought this off Lazada, and yeah, pretty decent. Sorry if it's dirty, you know. I wasn't expecting guests. Like ice cream burst or something right there.
Awesome.
You get decent, like really decent shelf space.
Yeah.
You know, so you can, like again, it's a full kitchen. You get plenty of space to put all your cookware and all that stuff.
How much stuff in here have you guys had to buy?
Oh, actually a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff?
It came fully furnished. Everything like the TVs, the couches, the chairs, obviously the fridge, the microwave, like it came fully furnished with the beds and everything, but a lot like the desk in there in my office, the coffee maker, all these little like knickknacks you're gonna see just like hanging around, obviously the Christmas tree. The rug we bought, that little piece of furniture in the center, that came with the apartment. So yeah, it was like a fully furnished apartment, and we just started like buying things that we needed.
Right.
Obviously like forks and spoons and things like that.
I like it though. Like I really like I like the idea of having a 2-bedroom. Like, and I like we'll check that out in a second. But you have your office over here.
Yeah. And
nice living room.
You got the balcony out here.
Nice view, right, of the river too. Perfect.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no storage space, so you know you gotta make do with the space you got.
Are these your plants or the wifey's?
That's the wifey's.
All right, guys. So he's on the back side, so he gets the river view. Then here's all the other condos. I think we're on the 27th floor, right?
Yeah, 27.
Nice. Did y'all add the rug or it came with the rug?
No, we added the rug. And then this is my little like bar area with my cigars.
There you go.
I wanted to build a bigger bar, but obviously space is limited. So
I like it. We got Rich Dad Poor Dad over here. That's a classic, obviously. Money Master. You haven't read that?
Yeah, these are her books. I bought her the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's pretty. Yeah, like I said, it's got a bunch of stuff. And then this is the master bedroom. So the bathroom is actually really nice, and this place has 2 bathrooms.
2 bed, 2 baths. And you said this is 60 square meters?
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Very nice. Then guys, here's where it goes down.
Yeah. This is where nothing happens. Just go to sleep. She took over obviously all the closet space in here. This is all her space. So
nice.
I just come in here to sleep.
Got a TV in here as well, and then like
the TV was like, it came with the apartment, but I'm so glad I've never, like, ever since I left the United States, so this has been like a long time, I've never had a TV in my bedroom.
Really?
Right? It's either been laptop screens or freaking, you're watching like Netflix on your phone or something. So like, it's nice to finally be able to like lay down in bed, get ready for bed, and you can turn on Netflix. Like it's just nice. It's the little things.
Netflix and chill.
Yep. Netflix and chill.
You got some storage built into the bed as well, I see.
Yeah, actually, we don't even use this, I don't think. Yeah, there's really nothing in here. Yeah. But yeah, they give you plenty of storage space, and it's on both sides of the bed.
Perfect. Nice big window too. I like this. Like, this is like the full size of the wall over here.
Oh yeah.
So nice natural light to come in. And where does the sunrise and sunset happen on?
So sunset happens that way.
That way?
Yeah,
okay.
So there's no sun coming into this like room or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're not burning up in here. And we have 3 ACs.
Got a vanity area.
Yeah, my biggest thing coming here was I was not going to be sweating my butt off, so I keep ACs on the entire time. Like I don't care. I'll pay the $30 or whatever.
What's your electric bill per month normally?
I think it's like 3,400 baht.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you
that's
have
about averaged.
3 air cons in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we usually keep 2 running throughout the day.
Okay.
Like one if we're just like gone for the day.
It's like $100 a month for electricity.
Yeah. And then this is my office space or my room.
Nice. As I mentioned earlier, guys, Eugene is also a content creator. And while we're in here, let's talk about, the content you're putting out. So you have a channel and you talk about investing.
Yeah.
And like what is your style of investing?
So I deal mostly with stocks, long-term investments, and real estate. So I don't really do the whole crypto thing or so much the trading stocks, just because I've lost a lot of money, like to the tune of probably $20,000. So I don't do the trading anymore. It's all my fault too. Like, it's what happens when you get FOMO. So I mostly stick to just long-term, like passive type of investments. I invest into REITs is like my big thing because I like real estate. And then of course I have like a standard S&P 500 index. But yeah, like I'm branding myself right now to basically have that channel as like an education channel. Yeah. To just help people who don't know where to start. Right. Because there's a lot of like misinformation out there, and there's a lot of people trying to sell like garbage. Yeah. So, I'm trying to at least put my name in the ring, put my hat in the ring, whatever you want to call it, and just offer free value, right? Just offer as much free value, help spread like good, positive financial education versus kind of the garbage that you see out there. Like people get rug pulled all the time. People get bad advice. They invest hard-earned dollars into terrible stocks, all that kind of stuff. So, I try to take an honest approach to helping, coaching, educating people who don't know how to invest.
Love that. 100% gonna tag his channel right here in the video, guys. So be sure to check him out. And then I like the office setup here. Like you have a nice. So how much of this stuff did you buy all this out here, or you bought this with you?
Well, no. So this chair was off Lazada. This was like $30.
Nice looking chair. Is it comfortable?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's starting to break apart because I sit in it so much. Like this is starting to break apart. But this desk I think was like 1,200. Wow. Yeah, and it came with terrible instructions, so just know that is the thing.
It was fully untied.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was horrible. But yeah, the desk was like 1,200. I bought this thing under the laptop. This mic and the stand I brought from home. Speakers brought from or paid on Lazada. The camera bought from like way back when, and I brought these 2 computer screens, and then just some of the lights. Like I brought this from home.
Nice. So this is the setup. So how much time do you spend in the office day to day?
Yeah, I've been putting in like 13, 14 hour like screen times like a day. Things are starting to wind down a little more. I'm getting better in my like workflow in my process. So I'm hoping to cut that time like drastically in half and just wake up, take care of the things I need to take care of, and then like the rest of the day is all my time. So
talk about the transition from like leaving your job to moving out here. Like how did you begin to set that up? Like how did you reach the point to where you're like, all right, I think now is a good time to leave my job, and like how has it been adjusting to no longer, going the traditional route and now pursuing your own venture? Oh man. Dang, I can drone on for hours about that. Let's sit on the couch. Okay. And I'll give you the whole story. So is this your closet? Is this where you put your stuff at? Yeah, let me just show you guys real quick. It's kind of stuffed, so excuse the mess in here. But yeah, like it's enough for pretty much everything. I mean, you could stash everything you need to in here. When you moved out here, how much stuff did you bring with you? Honestly, like I threw away a lot of stuff when I moved here because when I left Qatar, like I had a bunch of crap. And then I took a lot of the stuff home, like the things I could bring. And I left more stuff home than I brought here. Like I wanted to bring all my books with me, but I couldn't do that because of the weight and everything else. But I brought mostly just clothes, the equipment, and then like the books. And that was it. Like mostly clothes. That was probably a majority. And they came in these tough boxes right here. Like these tough boxes, I brought these with me on the plane. Oh, nice. So, yeah. And then like everything else I knew I could get here. So that's why I kind of traveled like semi-light. Semi-light, right? Yeah, but yeah, I brought pretty much my whole life with me. Got a good collection of books too. RussellBrunson.com, Secrets, Traffic Secrets. Oh yeah. I remember when ClickFunnels like at their peak. I feel like Go High Level's taking over now. Yeah.
Yeah,
100 million leads.
Go level's definitely killing it, or Go High level.
Alex, he's really good. I like him. He's solid. Gives out some good information.
Yeah, you should see the rest of my book collection. I'm so pissed I didn't bring it with me.
I had a huge collection in my house, but like I didn't even consider bringing it. Let me check out this last bathroom over here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we got one more. So it's two bath, guys. So that's actually perfect. You guys can have your own space. You have your office. She can have that bathroom, that closet. You have this closet, this bathroom. Yeah. I can see like your shavers over here. So this is where you get ready at.
Yeah.
Right? That's perfect. So it's also good though because like you are also the first couple. So you're the first 2-bedroom apartment and first couple on the channel. So like I think it's interesting perspective because most of the time people watching videos from like like singles and people who live in like very even like smaller spaces. Like obviously yesterday Trey's apartment was like kind of the studio size, and then like same building here you are with the 2-bedroom. So I think this is perfect to see like the other side. Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, and hopefully next year we'll see how it goes. But yeah, next year might be a little different. Instead of staying here in a condo, it might be a house. So we'll see how that turns out. Just trying to navigate a little slowly, not make any mistakes here. But yeah, I love this condo. Like I don't want to leave. I mean, the views are great. Everything's perfect. And we had a couple maintenance requests, but nothing too crazy. Like everything's been really perfect in this place. You got to travel light though. Like you have to come here with the expectation that the space is not going to be large. So travel with what you need and then bring the rest of the crap later or order it here. You know, travel light. And you actually get way more efficient with the space that you're given. So
that's one thing I talk about a lot because like most people, especially from like Western countries, they watch the videos and they everyone kind of says the same thing like, oh, it's so small, it's a shoebox, and like, but what I don't think they realize, like most expats when they move here, they realize that like adjusting to the smaller space isn't as difficult as they might think, and you actually realize I didn't even need as much space as I used to have.
Yeah,
and so by having a smaller space, like you organize it better. And also, you're less likely to over-accumulate.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it's a big problem for a lot of people. Like it's over-accumulation, just constantly getting more and more stuff that you don't even use, or so.
So back in Qatar, right? Because I had a whole bar that was like this long, right? Like I went OD with that place, and I had my cigars. I had a row of like alcoholic drinks and all that stuff, and like mixers and a freaking shaker and all ice bucket, all that crap, right? And then when I left, all of it pretty much ended up in the trash. The only thing I took that were the things that mattered. Obviously my cigar humidor. I don't drink that much like I used to, so I cut down dramatically on that. And I brought like a couple, nice cups with me, like really nice Scotch cups. I'm happy with that. I don't need all that other extra crap. And then not only that, like in my living room, I just had so much stuff that I did not use. Gave it away, threw it away. I don't know, like it was just there was so much stuff I bought, and I hate myself that I bought all that stuff only to end up throwing it away. Like again, but when you move out here, it's you just get way more efficient with your space, right? You bring what you absolutely need, and then if you need anything, you can just go out in town and get it, or Lazada.
Exactly, 100%.
So yeah, let me hit you with this story time.
All right, man. So story time.
So. The question was how did I come to make that decision to leave my W-2, right? So for just quick context, because I want you guys to know like what I was leaving, right? I had my apartment paid for by the company. I had a company paid for car, right? Wow. So I was not paying for anything out of pocket. Unlimited internet, unlimited electricity, right? So and this was in Qatar. They had the same package in Kuwait. But anyways, so in Qatar, I was working 12-hour days, right? So 60 hours a week. And because I was a manager, an IT manager, my background's IT by trade, I was putting in like more than 60 hours. Because you got people texting you in the middle of the night, you got people texting you on Saturdays, people texting you on Sundays. So I was putting in, more time than I should have and not getting paid for it. And I was making $230,000 at that job, right? So pretty high job,
you had a
right?
good situation going.
Yeah, really good situation. A lot of people would kill to switch spots with me, right? The problem was, and this is kind of what made me decide that it was time to kind of move on. So one was my health, right? like I couldn't go to the gym. You're working 12-hour days. You know, it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes to work and 45 minutes on the back end. So 14 hours there. I'd wake up at 5 in the morning, 5:30, have my coffee, call the girl, on the road by 6:30, 7:15 get to work, get off at 8 p.m., drive home, shit, shower, shave, in bed, right? That's it. Like if you go out, you're going to pay for it the next day.
Right.
But anyways, what basically led up to me deciding to leave was that I had peaked, right? There was nothing more I could do. I wasn't challenged. I wasn't engaged at work. And I hope, you know, I didn't hate my job. I just got to put that out there in case any of my
P.S.
Yeah, in case any of my old coworkers see this. And I think some of them do follow your channel, so this might be kind of funny. But yeah, it's not that I hated the job, but I basically peaked, right? And I put this plan together, and it took a year, right? It was a year-long process. And I basically said that I'm going to quit, and I put it on paper, wrote it down as my goal, that I'm quitting in 2024. So for a whole year straight, I started counting at 298 days. And I started saving as much money as I could. I started putting a lot of money into investments and then saving a huge cash pile because I wanted to pursue this entrepreneurial venture, right? And I knew I could accomplish it if I come to Thailand because my runway can get extended so much farther.
Right.
So on top of health, just, you know, I couldn't go to the gym. I was getting fat. You know, I could see myself just wasting away. I wasn't engaged at work, and you know, I peaked. You know, the intellectual thing was not there.
Yeah.
And I just wanted a challenge. I wanted something different. And I've been to Thailand several times, but I never lived in Thailand.
Right.
So, you know, I went to Pattaya, did the Pattaya thing a couple times.
The Pattaya thing.
Yeah, the Pattaya thing. The walking street thing. You know, did that a bunch of times. And then, you know, did the Phuket, the Patong thing. Did that a bunch of times. And it just, like, I never got to live here. So
right.
I was like, hey, I'm quitting. I want to live in Thailand. Financially, it makes sense. It's going to give me enough runway. It's low cost of living. And I want to be, I initially wanted to go to Pattaya because of your videos. Like I saw your videos and I was like, oh, Pattaya sounds like a great time. But then I knew like something like, no, that's like, you're going to go to Pattaya. It's just a bunch of like guys like drinking all the time, right?
Yeah.
Chilling with the bar girls, all that stuff. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But
just to
yeah, just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't want to get beat up like on the street. But when me and my girl were really thinking this through, I said, let's do Bangkok instead.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge expat community here. It's just you got to get plugged in. You just got to go out, talk to people.
Shout out to the community.
No, I was about to plug your community in, right? So funny thing was like everyone's coming out of these communities, right? I was like looking at building a community back in February, right? For financial education, that kind of thing. So I started seeing a lot of YouTubers start to flock towards that model. And I was like, man, I hope Zay comes out. Because you did a video where you said a key word and you're like, you know, the vision got bigger. And I was like, community. I know it. And sure as hell, like more than like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, like you said, you dropped your community. I was like, yes, right? So this is my way in. Like, this is it. So, you know, I joined that community. I think I was like under 50 when I, or one.
Yeah. You were definitely one of like I think we're at like 147 or something now. So you were definitely like one of the early.
Yeah, the early adopters.
The founding members.
I want my plaque. But yeah, like it was nice to be able to come to Bangkok, right? Because I don't have any friends out here. Like I have a friend who ended up leaving the job too, and he lives in Pattaya. He works as a bar manager. But he, like, I'm not seeing him every day, and like it's just me and my girl, you know, and like that's it. So it's nice to have a community, a network of friends, you know, basically here where we can all like share resources, you know, talk our game, talk our crap, you know,
have fun.
Like, you know, the other night, you know, we all went out and it got a little crazy, but it was a lot of fun, you know, so it's just good to be able to connect with people.
Yeah.
And we're not all American, which is awesome.
Yeah,
right? Like, we're not all American.
Something to point out. We have a diverse group actually. Like it's guys from, ladies is obviously it's men and women, but there's somebody from I met from Amsterdam. We got some UK. We have people from Cayman Islands. Like it's a diverse group. So
yeah, there's some dudes from Europe, some dudes from like South Africa. It's a really nice diverse group, and everyone has like really different backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know, like all different like walks of life. You know, some are entrepreneurs, some are working for oil companies, some are working doing digital marketing, whatever. Like everyone has a different walk of life, and there's like school teachers, things like that. So it's just nice to be able to like hop into the community, see what's going on. People are like, oh, we're meeting up, we're gonna go out for food, and probably hit, just get a drink or two afterwards.
Yeah, we never know what the next one.
Yeah, some of those nights, turn a little sideways sometimes. Yeah,
so you come out like clear your schedule, cause like
yeah, don't have anything for tomorrow. That's for sure. Like, I was couch ridden for like a day and a half after the last one. But no, it's great having like friends here, right?
Yeah.
Because you connect so quick. Because we all came here for the same thing.
Right.
And I could drone on about this for hours, but we all came here for the same thing, and it's nice to just have that network of people. Because there's stuff out here that you just don't know about, right? And it's nice to like plug into the hive mind and be like, where do I go for Jamaican food? Where do I go for the best Spanish food? Where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? And it's just people are like answering, helping you out,
And to hit on that, like just like living here in Thailand, living in Bangkok, it has so much to offer. Like there's such a diverse group of people in general. Like living here, all different, like obviously in the community, but just in general, like there's a diverse group of people all over. Obviously Thai people themselves are great. And then you meet so many like cool expats from all over the world, and then the food scene here, and then like things to do. It's like I feel like it's the best bang for your buck in my opinion. And it becomes like a evolution living. Like it continues to evolve. Like you first move here, it's like okay, you might be by yourself. Then okay, you meet somebody. Okay, now you have a girl, and then then you meet friends, and then like now Thailand starts to feel like it
like
really
home.
Feels like home. Yeah, exactly.
Feels like home.
100%.
Like I mean there's so much things to do in Bangkok. Aside from the restaurants, you have hundreds of tourist attractions, right? You're never going to run out of things to do. It's just you got to go do it. Now, if you're like me, I live on the outskirts of Bangkok, so. But I chose to do that. I wanted to do that because I wanted to kind of dial it in, focus on this venture, focus on a little more on entrepreneurship. So that's why I'm like living on the outskirts. Plus, finding a 2-bedroom in Bangkok is like near impossible.
Yeah.
for a decent price, for a decent price anyways.
Yeah, and you found yourself a good spot. One thing I want to hit on is with that transition, how many years did you spend at your job?
So it was 8 years total.
8 years total.
So I started October 2016 and I quit August 30th.
At what point in that timeline did you get burnt out?
Oh.
How early into the job were you was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for?
So I initially got in as a systems administrator.
Okay.
Right? So I was in Iraq, system administrator. I remember one time we were so shorthanded, I did 4 months of just 12-hour days. So I was putting in 84-hour weeks.
Sheesh.
Right? Like, but that paycheck was looking frothy.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice. DOD blood money is great, but it just drained you out. But it wasn't enough to like burn you out. But the next year I got promoted to a management position. So I've been doing management for 7 years, right? And I hope my coworkers see this because it's going to be kind of funny. But when you're working with a lot of smart people. Smart people tend to butt heads with each other.
Yeah.
And as the manager, you're kind of like in the middle trying to meld. Like this last job, I had no problems with any of my people. Wow. Like actually like zero issues. But they were all at each other's throats.
Okay.
And you get that kind of thing, especially in the DoD space, especially in like Kuwait. I'll say that right now. In case any DoD contractors are watching this, like it is a cesspool out there of just gossiping and child play.
Yeah.
And everyone that I worked with, because we're IT, we're all making like 6 figures minimum. Yeah. Minimum, we're all making 6 figures, and you have people acting like they're in high school, which is ridiculous. So I dealt with that for 7 years, and I was doing really well. But I think it was like 2023 when I really decided like I've had enough. Again, I wasn't engaged in work. I was getting blamed for almost everything, like even the crap that I had nothing to do with. And the writing on the wall was like, for me, like I had, if you ever read a book by MJ DeMarco, you would know like there's this thing he calls the FTE, the F this event, right? So I had one of those, and I just looking in the computer screen, I was just like, why am I here? Like, this is, I don't care about the money. The money means literally nothing to me right now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing myself deteriorate in front of me. My eyes are going bad. I'm not happy. there's nothing more for me to grow.
Yeah.
So that was the burnout for
Yeah.
me. Like there was nothing else I could do. And I got job offers to go to a higher position. Like they wanted me to go there, and I would have taken it, but it was just I already made my mind up. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. There's only 7 of these organizations in the world. There's only 7 of them, and I got invited by the director to go work up there.
Wow.
So it's kind of not a flex, but it's just it would have been a very honorary position, I guess. Like it's pretty nice to be invited.
Yeah.
But it's just like I was done. You couldn't entice me with more money. Like money was not at the top of my mind at this point. You sometimes see it on YouTube from the personal development space. Mm-hmm. People always talking about, promoting from version 1.0 to 2.0. And then they, now they're talking about going to 3.0, right? So it's like I'm at that cusp right now where I want to go to 3.0.
Yeah.
And in order for me to do that, I had to leave my job. I had to leave that old life behind. I'm no longer Eugene, the DOD contractor, the IT manager, the chief watch officer.
Yeah.
Now I'm Eugene, the entrepreneur, the whatever else I start to tackle on.
I think a point I want to hit on, because like you made a very good good point with like it stopped being about the money anymore, and now you're leading towards a lifestyle actually doing what you want to do and what makes you happy. Because so many people, obviously like on paper, what you had is the pinnacle, right? The 6-figure job, like the high position, like that's essentially like the American dream. Mm-hmm. Is to reach that point where you're making good money, you're working hard, you're getting promoted. But you said, no, I'm done with that. Like this is no longer what is aligned with what I want out of life.
Yeah.
And you're willing to put that aside. I want to ask though, so like you said with the job that they're paying for your car and your house, how did you spend your money? How did you where did the money go?
Yeah.
I know. So we'll lead into the investing side shortly, but like, what did you do for fun, or like how did you spend it if your housing and cars paid for it? Like
so when you're in Iraq, right? There's nothing to spend money on. Like you can go to the local, like they call it the PX.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're not prior service, right?
No.
Well, they have this like little store, and you just buy food and like snacks and clothes and things like that, TVs. But they call it the PX. Like you can go make it rain at the PX, right? Walk out like 4 bags of chips and whatever. But, I mean, like you buy coffee every day, but you're not really spending money. It's when you take vacations that really puts a damper in your pocket. So my first solo trip to Dubai, first time ever in Dubai, that's where I spent probably the most money I've ever spent on a single vacation. And it was somewhere in the 5 digits, right? 5 digits. Yeah. Not a flex. I'm just saying like that was stupid. Like to do it was 9 days in Dubai, and they tore me up. Like it was club after club. It was just So that's when I really got introduced to like Scotch and like kind of the finer things, because I had a friend out there, and we talk here and there, and we just really like he got me into like finer scotches and things like that, and actually like knowing how to taste it and drink it and things like that. So anyways, that was taking the vacations. 2, I left Iraq to go to Kuwait, right? Take another management job. And they gave me a company paid car, but I slept on the base, right? But the vacation package was sweet. Like I got an extra day off a month. So I'm talking like you do a 3-day weekend almost every other month.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So over there you have Dubai, you have Qatar, you have Bahrain, you have Thailand you can go to for 3 days. You can go to Europe for 3 days. So for a long time, I blew so much money traveling and partying, and that was like the stupidest thing. Like I exported all my credit card information at the very end, and I think I could have bought a brand new BMW with that money. Like I spent so much money just on stupid crap.
Yeah.
Which I don't regret it, but
I mean you live
and learn, right? You live and learn, right? I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything, because I met a lot of good people that I still talk to this day.
Yeah.
And I would have never came to Thailand. Like that would have never been a thing. So I'm glad I did all that. I got to explore the world and really like take it all in. So anyways, Kuwait is a dry country, can't buy alcohol, so that's why we're always flying out. Then I moved to Jordan for a quick 2-week mission, and that turned into a 1.5 years because COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID happened, and then I got stuck there. I basically had no job, right? Because I was supposed to be somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So my job was there, and I was holding it down here, and then that new manager got there, and basically I'm jobless, but I can't leave the airport.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't leave the country. So what else do you do when you're bored, right? Like the whole time I'm investing my money, of course, right? I'm still trying to make wise choices. But, you know, a bottle of like, I don't know, a bottle of, let's say Jameson is like 200 American,
Oof.
right? Bottle, yeah. And you're going to the bars like every other weekend,
Yeah.
like an idiot. So bottle service there. So I spent a lot of money on that stuff. I didn't really spend a lot of money on like toys.
Yeah.
You know, like luxury goods, Louis Vuitton, all that kind of stuff. Even though I could have, it's never been my thing.
I seen some watches. You know watches?
Yeah, like I got watches. I like watches, but like I don't have a Rolex or anything. You know, these are all like Invictas and things. I just buy like really like low profile type of things.
Yeah.
So that was Jordan, and then I went to Qatar, and then that's where things got really crazy.
Right.
Because you know, it's like a small Dubai, right? Going out every other weekend with boys, you know, partying it up, having fun, meeting a lot of cool people. Because Qatar is like a melting pot, just like Bangkok.
Really?
They got a lot of different nationalities out there. They got Ethiopian, they got South African, they got American, they got British, they got Canadian, they got Filipino, they got Thai, they got Indian, they got Pakistan. They got everybody over there. Of course, Qataris,
Yeah.
and Saudis. You know, you got everybody over there, and it was just nice to be able to go out and, you know, just socialize. Qatar is a beautiful country. Definitely recommend people go check it out in the Middle East. Dubai is nice as well, but Qatar I would call my second home if I had to choose between the two. And yeah, like that was it. It was mostly partying. Like, you know, again, I don't regret anything, but at the same time, I feel kind of stupid for the amount of money I spent on that fun, right? So, but yeah, that's pretty much what most people do over there, right? Because they're working so much. There's nothing else to do. So unless you're like, you know, become a homebody, you're really just going out. You know, the malls out there are pretty nice, just like over here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that, you know, like a national landmark is like, or travel advisor saying like, oh yeah, the malls are like something to die for. Like, go see the malls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spent a lot of time just doing that kind of stuff. And then I got into this one phase, and I don't regret it, but I got into this one phase where I got into this like really refined stuff. Okay. So I was buying like tailor-made suits, lot of like colognes and things like that. So I got into that stuff. Of course, I couldn't bring all the suits with me. Who the hell wears a suit out here, right? But I brought my cologne set collection. But yeah, that was pretty much it. The rest is all kind of funneled into the investments.
Okay.
So yeah, I invest. My style of investing is more so like an old man. Like, I mean, I just invest in slow, safer asset.
Yeah, like
you know,
the Warren Buffett type mindset? Or
well, he does more like deep value plays.
Okay.
I don't really do deep value plays. I'm not that skilled. I invest in really boring companies, and that's pretty much it. Like real boring REITs. And again, it's just the S&P 500 index. Like, there's nothing fancy about it, but it works. And you know, people get the allure of getting those fast gains.
Yeah.
I got that allure too. I got burns from it, so those burns are everlasting. So I don't do it anymore.
A lot of highs and lows with that, right?
Yeah,
it's
a lot of highs and lows. A lot of lows.
You're
a lot of losses.
The next day you're like, how much?
Yeah, damn it.
Myself.
Yeah, why did I listen to my friend who owns nothing? Yeah, but yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's just it's an old-fashioned type of way of investing. You're not going to get rich overnight. You have to really put in a lot of money and have a very long like term mindset, like a 10 to 15 year lens on this.
Yeah.
And again, the money produced from the portfolio could supplement your life out here.
Yeah.
You know, if you were to make $20,000 in passive income from dividends, I mean, there's your life. You don't need a job. You're good to go as long as you're not blowing the cash on, you know, ladies, liquor, and leverage. You know, like you're good to go.
That's a good point. Because like obviously when it comes to Thailand, so obviously you chose Thailand for multiple reasons. One, obviously it's cost effective here, but it offers much more than that. You know, it's safe. You know, you found your wife out here. Obviously the food is good. A lot of things I love about Thailand other than the fact that it's affordable. But with the conversation of Thailand being affordable, what people don't realize, Thailand can also get expensive quickly if you don't know how to navigate it, because like it's like, okay, you will see the videos with the 50 baht per pao. But then, like, for example, you get into like things like nightlife or still even food. Like if you're going to eating at, you know, these different restaurants, things can definitely add up quickly.
Yep.
So like for you, so your monthly budget is around $2,000 per month. Like, how did you have that set in advance, like, okay, this is where I'm going to cap out at, or did you kind of like have to get a feel for things and then that's where you adjusted your budget?
No, I planned that out way before. And
Yeah.
I came here, I used 30 days of vacation, came here and seeing it just to see how much I would spend.
Yeah.
And we lived a simple life. And like I spent probably the least amount of money and I wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
Like it just happened that way. You know, we're eating here. We might go to the market to grab food, but as long as we're not going to like, you know, like the Cheesecake Factory,
Yeah.
McDonald's, Pizza Hut, you know, those chains.
Yeah.
We're good. Or if we're not going to like the really nice rooftop bars or the expensive buffets, like we're good to go. Like we go to a buffet here. It's like $7 for all you can eat.
Man.
Yeah, it's a Thai barbecue.
Yeah.
$7 all you can eat. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, you actually, so you didn't make it the night we went to as a group.
No, I missed that one, yeah.
We went to some Mugurta, and that was about same price, about $7 per person.
Yeah.
It might have been a little more, like $9, but still, I mean, like eating as much as you want, and
Yeah, I mean you're sweating your butt off. But, I mean, I don't care for $7 and all you can eat. I'm gonna do it. Like.
So once you realized that, you know, work wasn't happening, then you made that game plan. So you said you've been investing the whole time. But one thing I want to ask is, like, how do you feel now that you transition out? How would you say your mental health is now?
Oh man, it's improved so much. Like I wake up happy. I'm happy to wake up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Like I used to hate waking up to an alarm clock, but now I love it because I get to attack the day doing the things that I care about.
Yeah.
I get to focus on my health. I get to focus on my intellectual like pursuits. I get to do, you know, business. I get to talk to you. I get to meet other guys, like other people, other girls.
Yeah.
Like I get to meet the tribe. Like the whole day is mine. I'm not stuck at a desk looking at a screen. Oh, I am here, but you know, when you're at work and doing work you hate or don't like, it's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
Totally different. So yeah.
I think that's a very like huge point to hit on, because like, you know, like so many people are you know, after chasing a career, nothing wrong with chasing a career. You know what I'm saying? If you love what you do, then great, you've won. But I think, you know, when you reach that realization of there's so many people who would have wanted to be in the position that you left, right? Like I said, you had the like in everyone else's eyes, right? You would be winning in life. Mm-hmm. But I think it's so important that you identify that, you know what? When you realize something is no longer satisfying you and being able to walk away with it, even as hard as it may be, and I'm sure maybe I don't know, how hard would you say it was for you to make that transition? Was it like a difficult decision, or you knew that you were just like,
it was like the easiest decision. It was the easiest decision.
But yeah, I mean, like, okay, so some people, like, you know, they know they want to leave, but they just like a lot of people get stuck on, well, how do I do it?
That's when you got to start building out a plan and working backwards.
Yeah.
Say, like, find out what you need to live, you know, what you need to do, and then work backwards. Reverse engineer your exit plan.
Yeah.
And then you find out exactly what you need to get, what you need to work. You know, if you need extra OT hours, get the extra OT hours. Quit out all the alcohol, the girls, and the bar hopping, and then, yeah.
So I'm sure on paper that your lifestyle on paper has been like you cut back. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to assume that, like, on paper's cut back, but I'm sure on the other side, on the actual side of it, that you feel like you have more out of life now, or?
I feel like I have more out of life, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, and Thailand has been the place to make that happen for you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Cleared my mind, health, everything's good. Everything's way better.
Yeah.
Just
so
way
like
better.
so now for you. So you said you chose Thailand, one, obviously because like it gave you a longer timeline for your game plan. It extends your cash and how long you can survive out here. So like, tell us a little bit before we end the video. Like, tell us a little bit more about your business you're building right now. Like, what is the goal now that you're doing your thing?
my big goal for next year is to build a finance community. You know, just again teaching personal finance. I'm actually working with a real estate person. I'm working with another YouTuber and a couple other people, and they're going to be building their own community. So I'm helping them spread. You know, basically, I'm going to help them build their communities, and they're going to be, you know, spreading financial education, financial literacy. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much the goal for next year. And then, you know, figuring out how to monetize and all that stuff. I mean, that'll take care of itself. You know, we'll figure out, like, you know, revenue splitting and all that other stuff. But yeah, that's what we're looking at for next year. Obviously, it's just giving the value, right? Teaching people how to actually do it safely.
Yeah.
And not YOLOing their cash.
All right, so before we end it, I want you to put you in a hot seat real quick. But just I want three tips for those that are, say they're in a position like you. They have a job right now. They want to make this transition. Like they might even have a little bit of cash, or they have a home they're going to sell. like just 3 pieces of advice in any general category of making that transition, what would you say?
I would say have your goals, right? Reverse engineer your goals. That's the tip. Another one is fall back on your values. So when you hit that FTE moment, fall back to your values. You'll find out that you don't need the party, you don't need the bars, you don't need the clubs, you don't need the girls, you don't need whatever. You don't need the luxuries, you don't need the BMW, you don't need any of that crap. You don't. Fall back on your values, find out what's actually important to you. Like I love waking up to a hot cup of coffee. I'm happy for the day.
Yeah.
Right? The third tip, try it. Take the risk. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. If you're younger, I'm 34. If you're younger, take the risk. Give it a shot. You can always rebuild later, right? If it doesn't work out. Yeah. But if you say no, it's not going to work out, then you automatically kill that dream. So give it a shot, give it a try, see what happens.
Love that. You guys, Eugene.
Yep.
We appreciate you, man.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Drop a lot of game. You guys, be sure to subscribe to his channel, check out his content. Like I said, he's putting out some valuable content in the finance and investing world. So if you guys, are interested in his style of investing, like to learn from him, then he's teaching for free on YouTube. And yeah, so be sure to subscribe and, check him out, leave some comments. And you on Instagram as well. So I'll drop your Instagram and YouTube. All that will be in the description below. You guys know where to go if you want more content on Thailand, condo tours, life in Thailand advice, the Isaiah Asher Show. Be sure to subscribe. See you next time.
Join the community.
Join the community. Yeah. Check us out. Peace.